Okay, folks, get ready, because today we are diving deep
D.
into one of the most fascinating stories ever told.
Yeah.
The story of the Magi
The Magi.
and their journey to see the newborn baby Jesus.
Right.
Now, we've got a text here that lays it all out, and we're going to unpack it all for you today.
All the mysteries.
We're talking about mysterious figures, a star-led voyage.
A cosmic road trip.
Yeah, and some serious questions about fate and destiny and
Exactly.
just what it all means.
It's amazing how much this story packs into just
Right.
a few short verses. You
Yeah.
know, we've got history and politics and a cosmic road trip all in one.
It all starts with these magi just sort of rolling into Jerusalem
They just show up.
and asking everyone,
Yeah, where's the king?
where's this new king of the Jews that's been born?
You know?
And here's the thing.
Here's the kicker.
They followed a star to get there.
A star.
I mean, that's not your average GPS.
Not at all.
So who are these magi, Ange? What's with this celestial navigation?
Well, the term magi refers to these wise men.
Okay.
You know, scholars, almost certainly astrologers, and they would have come from the East,
Okay.
from places like Persia or Babylon.
Okay.
You know, back then, astronomy and astrology were deeply intertwined.
Yeah.
These weren't just, you know, guys looking up at the stars.
Yeah, they weren't just...
They were interpreters of the heavens, advisors to kings.
Wow.
I mean, some historians even suggest they might have been followers of Zoroaster,
Oh, wow.
a prominent spiritual leader of that era. So
Wow.
following a star for them wasn't just some whim. You know,
Yeah.
it was a deeply spiritual act,
Yeah.
a response to a sign that they believed to be of
Wow.
divine origin.
Okay, so that puts a whole new spin on road trip.
Road trip.
But-
yeah.
You know, their arrival in Jerusalem isn't exactly met with, like,
No.
you know, a ticker tape parade.
Not everyone's thrilled.
King Herod, he's not exactly known for being,
Right.
you know, Mr. Calm and Collected.
Not exactly.
He freaks out.
He freaks out, and the whole city is on edge.
Yeah, why was that? What was...
A newborn king.
Yeah.
That sounds like a recipe for trouble.
Yeah, what was Herod so afraid of?
Well, to understand Herod's fear,
Okay.
you have to kind of remember the political landscape of the time.
Okay.
You know, he wasn't a beloved king,
Right.
more of a Roman-appointed ruler,
Right.
just trying to maintain control over a pretty restless population.
Right.
The arrival of a potential messiah,
Yeah.
you know, a divinely appointed king,
Yeah.
could have easily sparked a rebellion against him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, imagine the whispers, you know,
Yeah.
this baby is the true king,
Right.
chosen by God.
Herod's days are numbered.
Herod's days are numbered.
Exactly.
It's no wonder he felt threatened.
Yeah. So, like, the same event
Mhm.
can be met with such different reactions.
Yeah.
You know, the Magi are, like, overjoyed.
Pure joy.
Herod's totally panicked.
Pure panic.
Yeah, but Herod Everett, the strategist, calls in the religious experts
And the scholars.
to try to figure out where this
Yeah, where's this king supposed to be born?
king is supposed to be born, and they
And they point him to
point to a prophecy,
a prophecy about Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Now, Bethlehem isn't exactly Rome
No.
or Athens, is it?
No, it's not exactly a metropolis.
So what was the significance of that place?
Well, see, Bethlehem was King David's birthplace,
Okay.
a legendary king of Israel.
Okay.
And the prophecy that the experts reference
Uh-huh.
linked Jesus to that royal lineage.
Wow.
It wasn't just about, you know, some baby being born in a backwater town.
Right.
It was about fulfilling a destiny,
Yeah.
stepping into this lineage of kingship.
So right from the start, there's the idea that Jesus' birth
Right from the beginning,
Yeah.
it's part of something bigger,
is part of something much bigger.
a plan set in motion long ago.
Yeah. Okay, so now the story gets really interesting.
Here we go.
Herod calls the Magi back out,
Right.
and he's all smiles.
Oh, I want to worship the child too.
Yeah, he says he wants to worship the child too, but,
But we know better.
I mean, come on. We know he's playing them.
We know he's not being straight with them.
What was his real game plan here?
Well, Herod was many things,
Right.
but naive was not one of them.
Yeah.
He saw any potential rival,
Yeah.
even a newborn, as
Yeah.
a threat to his power.
Yeah.
His plan was classic Herod.
Oh.
Eliminate the threat
Eliminate the threat
before it could gain any traction.
before he even gets started.
Right.
It's chilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Magi on one hand, driven by faith
Right.
and a sincere desire to find the truth.
Uh-huh.
And then you have Herod on the other,
Right.
fueled by paranoia and just
And a lust for power.
the lust for power. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder if Herod had just been open to the possibility
Yeah.
instead of being consumed by fear.
Right.
Maybe his story would have turned out differently.
Maybe so.
But anyway, back to the Magi.
Back to our travelers.
The star, their trusty guide,
Yeah.
leads them straight to Jesus.
Right, to him.
Now, it makes you wonder.
It does.
I mean, is there some kind of cosmic GPS system that we've just not figured out yet?
Right.
I mean, what do you think the star represents?
Well, the star is one of the most enduring symbols of this story.
Yeah.
And its meaning has been debated for centuries.
Yeah.
I mean, on one level, it represents divine guidance,
Uh-huh.
a sign that God is actively involved in human affairs.
Intervening, yeah.
Some scholars believe there might even be an astronomical explanation, perhaps a rare conjunction of planets that would have been very significant
Wow.
to astrologers of that time.
Okay.
But beyond the literal interpretation,
Okay.
I think the star embodies hope,
Yeah.
the promise of something new and extraordinary entering the world.
And when the Magi finally find Jesus,
Right.
they don't find him in a palace,
No.
surrounded by guards and fanfare.
Not at all.
They find him in a humble setting.
Very humble.
That's got to be a bit of a surprise, doesn't it?
I mean, it is, and I think that's the point.
Yeah.
It challenges our preconceived notions about power
Yeah.
and where we find the divine.
Right.
It suggests that greatness isn't always found
Right.
in the most obvious places.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in the ordinary,
Right.
the unexpected,
Uh-huh.
the humble,
And then comes the gift giving.
the famous gift.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Right.
Now, those are not your typical baby shower presents. I mean, myrrh. That's more of a...
The pretty funeral vibe.
Yeah, what's the deeper meaning behind these gifts?
Well, each gift is loaded with symbolism,
Okay.
pointing to different aspects of Jesus' identity and destiny.
Okay.
So gold, the gift for kings,
Okay.
acknowledges his royal lineage.
Okay.
Frankincense used in religious ceremonies,
Uh-huh.
recognizes his divinity.
Okay.
And then there's the myrrh,
Yeah.
used in ancient times for embalming.
Yeah.
It's almost a foreshadowing, isn't it?
It is.
A subtle hint of the sacrifice
Wow.
that lies ahead.
Woven into this moment of birth and celebration.
Exactly.
It makes you think about the complexities of fate and
Yeah.
how even in joy there can be this hint of sorrow,
Right.
things to come.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's giving me chills.
It's a powerful image.
Yeah. The story takes another turn, though,
It does.
when the Magi's are warned in a dream
Right.
to basically ditch Herod's plan.
Don't go back to Herod.
Yeah, and they sneak out of Bethlehem.
It'd go a different way.
Even in their departure, there's this
Right.
sense of divine intervention,
Yeah.
protecting them
Protecting them and the child.
and the child.
Yeah.
The Magi fulfill their mission and they head home.
They return home forever changed by their encounter.
So after all of this,
Yeah.
after this deep dive, what's the takeaway?
What have we learned?
Yeah, I mean, what can we learn from these guys?
Right.
Trekking across the desert,
Following a star.
following a star, facing down a paranoid king.
Yeah.
What can we take away from all of this?
Well, I think their journey reminds us that seeking truth, even when it leads us down unexpected paths,
Yeah.
can be a powerful and transformative experience.
It can change you.
It can change you.
Yeah.
It challenges us to consider what star we're following
What star are we following?
in our own lives.
Yeah.
What guides our search for meaning and purpose?
That's a great question.
Are we open to finding it in unexpected places?
Right.
Even if it means challenging the Herods in our own lives.
Yeah.
That's the question.
That's a great question.